Esther 7:10. Vayitlu et Haman al ha'etz, asher hechin le Mordecai. Vachamat hamelech shakacha. As we begin here today, we get the vav consecutive on the call imperfect third masculine plural. Notice the shurik here at the end. We get the yod at the front, so the third masculine, but the shurik gives us that plural. And they hanged. The verbal root here is tav lamed hey. With those third hey verbs, remember we drop those and then add the sufformative shurik there right to the end. And so we get, and so they hanged, direct object marker here, Haman. And so they hanged Haman. Now you might hear me say and so. We've talked about this a few times. With that vav consecutive, we can have temporal succession, and then, and then, and then, and then, or we can have logical succession, and so. If we go back to the previous video, you'll notice that the last thing that was said was the king saying, hang him upon that, those gallows that he had made, and so they hanged Haman. Upon the wood, or the gallows, the pole, again, there's that interesting word in the book of Esther, which he had set up for Mordecai. Here we have a hifil. It's a hifil perfect third masculine singular of the root kun, to establish or to set up. And the he who set it up is Haman. Again, just reinforcing that irony in the book. So they hanged him upon the gallows which he had established for Mordecai. And then the wrath of the king, or the anger of the king, notice the feminine singular construct, the wrath of the king was abated, was subsided, decreased, something of that nature. The verbal root here is shin kaf kaf, so it's a geminate root. Here we have a feminine singular perfect form of that verb, referring back here to the feminine singular form of the heat or anger or wrath of the king was abated.